guys, welcome back to Live Impact News. As I mentioned, we're having a little fun here on the stream for just a bit. And I think this is a first for us here on Live Impact News. We got some furry friends joining us. Not animals either. Check out Corbin Ramsey and Uncle Scrunkle. Y'all, thanks so much.
Hi, how you guys doing? I'm Corbin Ramsey. How are you guys? You gonna say anything?
Oh, Uncle Scrunkle's a little shy. That's okay. I promise there's a reason we got puppets here, folks, and this is for a special ongoing event where folks are invited to come out and, I guess, engage with some puppets and also enjoy some campy horror, if you will. Do we want to have the folks pop up here and give us a little? I know.
Hi.
You had to know there were some real peeps here.
Sorry for breaking the illusion.
No, but we love that y'all came with a little bit of a taste of what Ghouls Night Out is all about. We actually have Grayson Nada and Devin Walker joining us here in the Live Impact News studio. We love your furry buddies.
Thank you.
These are buddies that folks will see during Ghouls Night Out. Tell us about this evening that is every second Monday, and actually twice this month because of a special anniversary, if you will. It mixes up puppets and campy horror.
Yeah. We get local comedians to do live comedy over like 80s, 90s, practical effects, heavy horror movies. Usually horror, we've dipped into sci-fi as well.
A little bit of sci-fi.
Yeah, I mean, this is... I don't want to say like it just feels like a perfect pairing, but I don't know if it's one I would have initially thought of. Like, my hat's off to you for coming up with something unique, I feel like.
It's surprisingly not that original.
Really? I mean, I've never heard of anything like this, but maybe is this the first thing in Charlotte where maybe?
Yes.
This, okay.
Yeah.
All right. How did this idea come up? Or rise?
So I actually work at Visit Video where we usually have Ghouls Night, and I was just already making puppets just independently at my house and not doing anything with them.
Wow.
My boss asked when we were going to get the puppets involved in a show somehow, and so now we've done this for 2 years.
Yeah. So what exactly does this show look like? Like, I show up to Ghouls Night Out. What do I see? What do I experience?
Okay. So you will see a couch. In front of a big movie screen. We're projecting whichever movie of the night, and our puppets are sitting up and very much just making commentary to the audience, making commentary to you guys, and making fun of the movies. Everyone's having a good time, a couple of drinks, food, and we even had a bingo card in the last screening, a B-movie bingo card.
Okay.
So anytime some trope or anything weird happened, crossed it off, and you guys gave away a free T-shirt for the completion of the bingo.
That's
the first person to get bingo. It was really fun coming up with the slots or the spaces. The spaces.
Yeah.
That's what it's called.
One of them was just like jokes that didn't age well.
That's, I feel like probably a typical thing maybe in one of these movies.
80s, 90s horror, not always the...
Especially the 80s horror. It's a little wild.
But we have fun.
Yeah.
And also, there are usually different themes to each Ghouls Night. And so there was, which one was it where, I know we can't say that, but we had the blood packs for the vampire film.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we did Vampire Trailer Park. That was, it's a movie that was written by Pat Moran, who works over at QC Nerve. He made it back in like 91. His wife also worked on it, and they actually both came, which was awesome. That was the first that we had anybody that like worked on the movie that we were doing. But for that, because it was a vampire movie, I made sangria and put it in like little drinking blood bags.
Because why not?
Yeah, and I put the names of, because there was like info like. There was like
the information for like
for the blood pack,
blood label,
like blood type and everything. I hand wrote the names of like a bunch of regulars on each
Oh.
Each blood bag had a different.
Mine
Not-
was taken.
Not creepy at all. Not creepy at all.
Well, somebody else was drinking my blood.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I think it'd be weirder if you were drinking your own.
Well,
Yeah. I mean, it just sounds like it's all in good fun. And I think about like when you think about like this specific type of horror or sci-fi,
yeah.
maybe you're not necessarily supposed to be like scared.
No.
Like you're just
Yeah.
entertained the whole time
Oh, yeah.
and you're just I guess talk about the allure of these types of movies.
So the allure of most of these movies are they're B movies, so they are
Yeah.
meant to be enjoyable. They're over the top. The acting is wild and weird. The effects, because they're practical, get a little creative, very cheesy. And one of the fun things is there's even an applause sign, so the audience is like told to participate.
Like a
with
laugh
some-
track.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
And we'll put it on when really like silly
Weird
things
stuff
happen.
happens.
Explosions
Oh,
always
yeah.
get the applause box.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
I'm curious, like, who turns out to these? Like, tell us about your clientele, if you will.
It's a lot of people. It's
Yeah.
a lot of different people.
Last week we had 72 people. It's become a really good like community kind of like regulars. There's a lot of people that have been going almost every single month for 2 years now, which is
Wow.
awesome.
It's a lot of people from the arts community. Some people who just hang out. A lot of cool folk, like poets, artists, and nerds.
Weirdos.
Yeah. Well, I mean, do you find that this is a really cool community connector slash
yes.
like great conversation starter? Like people probably have a lot in common and also have a lot to talk about. Like I can imagine going to this and just analyzing the silliest things with someone
Yes.
like, oh, what do you think their decision making was for like why they did this in the scene?
Yeah.
Definitely. There's a lot of like after the movie's over, people realizing, hey, did that plot point even like come back?
Yeah.
Like, a lot
No,
of
it
like.
did not.
That's fun.
Yeah, the movies that we pick are usually
Wild.
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 Yeah, we've done like all kinds of like I don't know. It's been like all over the place. Some of them are just like movies that have maybe like 100 logs on Letterboxd.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then some are like
Actual
bigger.
bigger classics.
Yeah.
We did
Yeah.
Videodrome by Cronenberg once, which was a
I'm
kind of
so-
insane pick.
I'm so mad I
in
missed that
reflection.
one. It is a wild movie.
So, I mean, it sounds like even if I'm into these movies, I might discover one that I haven't seen.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
And that's actually the big fun part of it is when you're like discovering a movie that's very, very obscure or weird, and then you feel like this fun of some people might know the movie, some people are like you who have never seen the movie for the first time,
Yeah.
and like you're getting to josh with it, and you don't feel really awkward being like the one who hasn't seen the movie because
Yeah.
we're all joking around and having fun with it.
That's so
Yeah.
cool.
I've discovered a lot. Like this is like the kind of movie that I love, and I still like in the process of like trying to choose movies have found so many new movies that I'd never even heard of
Yeah.
in this specific genre that I love.
Yeah.
So that's been fun.
Well, and don't think that I just like heard this and moved on. You got to talk about how you got into the puppets because you said you were just kind of organically making puppets. Like, tell us about this interest.
I've always really liked puppets. I've always really liked puppets and practical effects in like media. You know, everybody grew up on Jim Henson.
Yeah.
Like, and I just saw like a no-sew puppet tutorial and decided to try it out. This is 3 or 4 years ago, maybe. I decided to just try it out because it was something to do. I was like managing a restaurant at the time and not really doing anything creative, but I did have experience in sewing and sculpting, other stuff that like combined really well to work like well for puppetry.
Yeah.
So I made my first puppet, Lawrence, in one day.
Have you seen Lawrence?
Lawrence is the one with the tooth.
Oh yeah, I love Lawrence.
I thought about bringing him, but he needs a minor surgery.
Oh.
He's got a little tear.
Yeah, he's
He'll
got to
make it.
recover.
Yeah, he's gonna recover.
I'm glad he's going to be okay.
And yeah, I just really loved it, and now I have a small army of my children at my house. I've also made puppets for a short film. I got
Yeah.
commissioned to make puppets for a short film. I just made two
incredible.
masks for a music video for the local band Pretty Baby, which is awesome.
Wow.
So that'll be coming out soon.
What
I'm
about the
excited
big, the head?
The head was for the Pretty Baby music
Oh, that
video.
was for the Pretty Baby.
Yeah, I got
Okay.
this big old kind of lamb-like head.
It's a lamb?
It's lamb-like. It's lamb-like.
Well, that's
Yeah.
art, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
your interpretation could probably vary.
It has like a woolly fabric on part of it, so other people called it the lamb-like one, and so I was like, yeah, it's kind of, it's lamb adjacent. It's kind of got a lion's head shape too, a little bit.
A bit.
Well, we wouldn't want to infringe on another well-known lamb.
Right. No. Lambs have really good lawyers. It's so scary.
Yeah, we don't want to do that. Well, so Devin, you're part of this crew. You're a newer
I am.
addition, correct?
Yes, this is my first Ghouls Night, which will be Wednesday. I have gone to Ghouls Night for a really long time. I've hung out with Grayson for a very long time. And you just kind of said, hey, Devin, do you want to be a puppet? And I was like,
Sure.
Well, we're doing
Cool.
a special, the 2-year anniversary show at Abari,
Yes.
Super Abari Game Bar.
Oh,
Yeah.
shirt I'm wearing.
Yes.
There you go.
And that is I think your favorite place.
Yeah, I'm there too often.
So it seemed fitting. Devin's my GM for tabletop role playing games.
Oh, yeah.
So
I'm a huge nerd.
We love it.
yeah.
And
Nerd
the
out.
funny thing is, the only puppetry that I've done was for Jurassic World. So, like,
Wait, what?
so I was a velociraptor in the show Jurassic World Live Tour. So I puppeted
Oh.
a velociraptor, and that's the only puppet experience I got. but
I
it's, like,
mean,
super
that's
fun.
experience. That's incredible. But I guess my curiosity too is like, how much is this like all ad lib, improv, or you like feel like you have some general idea of like what you want to riff on when you?
I was gonna say
We watched the
we
movie
watched the movie,
together
yeah.
once as a group and like kind of plan out some bits, but the vast majority of it is improv on the stage.
it's
Yeah.
gonna be very improv.
Well, that's the fun of it.
Yeah.
There's
just
even
don't
like
know.
a bit of a trope of like sometimes the movie may get a little slow and sometimes tangents happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that was one of the slots on the bingo card was like unrelated rant, like puppet goes on unrelated rant.
Yeah. I mean, I fall into a side quest like the best of them, so I can
Yeah.
appreciate that. Side quest. Well, this is a really incredible insight into what sounds like a really fun event. I am so glad that y'all came on and shared a bit about Ghouls Night. You talked about, obviously, because it is a special 2-year anniversary, you've got the event on Wednesday, so that's
Yep.
at Super Abari. What time is that? Doors open, do you know?
7:30.
Okay.
We'll have to wait until a little later to start because of the sun projector.
Oh.
It's outside.
Got
Yeah.
it. Okay.
But around 7:30 is when we'll get things rolling.
Going. Okay. And then it sounds like, based on your cadence of every second Monday for your normal frequency, that would put us at July 13th.
Yeah.
So that's the one that will be doors at 7, I believe.
Yes, and that is at Vizart Video.
Yes.
Bizarre. Perfect.
Way.
Anything you'd like to leave our viewers with here before you wrap things up?
Puppets are cool, and you should make weird art.
Yes.
I agree.
Weird are-
Well, it's like, I'm just thinking about how much I've smiled over the last, 10, 15 minutes that we've been chatting.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of art, folks. And also just the beauty of finding your people, right? Like the people who
Yes.
can kind of like, you all love the puppets, you all love the campy horror. It's like a match made in heaven, and it's a great night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, I would say also like supporting indie artists.
Yeah.
Having fun with art as well, like being spontaneous with it is that's how this came about.
Yeah.
And it's been around for 2 years now, and that's something to celebrate with a lot of our found community and just
Yeah.
friends. And I think that's just great.
Yeah, I love this. Oh, thank you both, or I should say, not both, all four of you. For coming in. Once again, the event is Ghouls Night Out, and we're going to get this clipped and put on our website and our mobile app. And thank you both. Devin, and Grayson. Thank you
Thank
so
you so
much.
much
Thank
for
you so
having
much.
us.
Yeah, this was a pleasure. All right, folks, we're going to be back in 2 minutes with more Live Impact news. Not as cool as the puppets, but we'll have some more content for you.
Bye.
Bye.